Time for a celebration!
Hey folks, good morning, good day, good afternoon. Hello, Extraordinary, Koshiro, Excellent, Crystal, Glitz, Cyanide. Welcome. Like a proper old man, I tried to do a stream that's both vertical and horizontal, and it's absolutely broken. So if you see that, don't worry about it. We're doing a slightly different type of stream today. We're going to be QAing interiors for the Imperial City and nav meshing them at the same time. Very exciting stuff. I know you can't see me, but now you can. The process for this is quite simple. We just go over the interiors and make sure that there's nothing broken, that they have the correct world spaces assigned to them, that type of thing.
Lovely!
And if that's the case, we just continue to navmesh. Cage, thank you very much for the resub, as well as Glitz. And Cage, thank you for the prime. Very kind. I've only QA'd big dungeons, not smaller locations as much, so that's kind of new for me as well. So what we're looking for is clipping, the correct image spaces, lighting templates.
Hello there.
Yeah, and I guess if we use the correct lights. Nothing too exciting. Super small thing, but like, yeah, that's not correct. Is the Imperial City still a bottleneck? It's almost completely lifted. Currently we are waiting. Thank you for the follow, by the way. And VK for the resub.
Skyblivion.
Hey Tom. It's not as big as a problem now. We're making pretty good progress. For the Imperial City specifically, what we really need to finish now are the arena, the interior for the arena, and some smaller bits and bobs like the bridge leading from into the city, and the waterfront has a building that we haven't made yet. So we're in a much better spot now, luckily. But obviously those those like blockers need to be lifted by having the assets ready. Then we need to do the level design. Then we need to do a QA pass. Then we need to do the nav mesh. And once all that is done, we can be, you know, signing it off as completed. I hope that makes sense. You know what? I'm just gonna quickly go into the game for this. It's much easier to see issues that way. I think it's fine. It looks fine to me. It's got the correct acoustic space, image space. It's got the Imperial City lighting templates. Everything looks good to me. Oh, it's already nav meshed. Well, I think this got nav meshed a long time ago. This is also a pretty common thing, but maybe Tom can correct me if I'm mistaken, but throughout the project we've nav meshed quite a bit of Skyblivion, and some of that work has been updated or changed, which makes the nav mesh kind of unusable and very unreliable. Because in this case, for instance, you could see that the nav mesh did not take into account— oh fuck, we're already in game, never mind. Sheila, please don't look at the vertical stream. Go to my YouTube channel and watch the proper HD stream. It's completely broken. That's my fault. Yeah, I just deleted the nav mesh. See, this is exactly the problem, because the nav mesh goes underneath the table. This dude is just like,
leave me up. Oh.
ah, that uses old broken flame effects for some reason. So I'll need to replace that. This is fine though. Create a slightly clipping.
Speak, Imperial dog.
Jesus.
Why do you bother me? Go away.
Alright, so we're just gonna fix up the fireplace, I guess. And then we'll nav mesh it. That should be fixing that, and this crate was slightly clipping, and that should also be okay. How are we this far? Pretty good.
Greetings! Greetings!
Thank you for the follow. I'm not getting notifications for some reason. Oh god. The vertical stream is absolutely
Wait,
cursed.
didn't I just do this the other day?
Danish. What's up with the voice? My Streamlabs changed the voice. Did I have my lunch yet? I had a very late breakfast. This was what I was talking about before, how you can see the old nav mesh does not take into account assets that have been placed since, so you would be seeing NPCs walking through this, which is far from ideal.
Who's laughing now?
I guess actually you can walk over these beds, so I'm just gonna nav mesh over them. Your OnlyFans account is down? Oh, that's a bummer. To be fair, I haven't posted on that for quite a while, so might be due to inactivity. Can you tell it's been a while? I'm willing to bet Tom is slamming his head against the desk watching me do this. Tom is our lead for NavMesh. Did you play Fall of Avalon? No. I did actually get a key for it from the developer. Haven't had a chance to play it yet, unfortunately.
It's you. Hi. It's you. Hi.
Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Yeah, Bad Boy, please watch the other stream. There's 2 streams, and for some reason the vertical one is absolutely broken, but I don't have time to fix that right now. I think that's okay. Okay, that is Q8 and nav meshed. Then we have Adrian Decanis' house, which was done by Glitz. Benito, thank you very much for the brand new sub and for the prime. That's very kind of you. Thank you. That'll help pay for the Git and the website and stuff, so much appreciated. Let's share some love in the chat as well. Exactly. Xander, feel free to DM me if it's bad. Will Fighter Strongholds be available in Skyblivion or added later? We're doing the base game. Any updates or DLC we're doing later. It's by the door. Oh. Okay, wait. Oh, you mean this one? Oh, no. I see it. Yeah, I see what you mean. I got it. Sorted.
Oh, lovely.
Monarchist, another prime. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Why is a tiny triangle a problem? Because Xander said so. Alright. Let's go into this location to see if there's any issues. This might be a post-release thing, but could we have armor variants from any of the base armors, like steel, iron, etc.? Also, would you be able to borrow Skywind's underwater combat? We're not doing armor variations, but it's definitely possible that either a fan does that or we do it post-release as a content update. But for now, there's no plans. As far as the underwater combat goes, we tried at some point to implement underwater combat. It didn't work out, and the game is currently just not made for it. So even if we add it, it would not maybe work as we intend. So I'm not saying it's impossible that we get underwater combat. Oh my god, all the fucking notifications. But it'll have to be done later and with a bit of play testing and whatnot. Alright, so we're gonna look for issues first. Hit a light limit here, that will need a fix. These doors were all replaced, which is why they're floating now, which is one of the things I need to do. Slight clipping with the pooper. Just have to look at light limit issues and doors and a toilet. Let me...
Greetings!
How many extra voice actors were we able to get? We're not doing any voice acting, so 0. Thank you for the follow. Skywind is doing voice acting. They recently released an update video that breaks down voice acting among other departments. Definitely worth a watch. Okay, all this is fine. Also an issue with the lights, but that's the same one as on the other side. Is there any cross-project asset sharing? Yeah, we've shared assets in the past. Ooh. Hey, Ghost. Did you add toilets to the game? Yeah, on the bottom floor and on the ground floor and the top floor there is toilets. You can do very immersive poops in the Imperial City now. Alright, so we just have to fix the light limits. Oh, that's kind of cute. The ground floor and the top floor, and some minor clipping on the ground floor as well with the assets. That's not too bad. Excuse me, can I get the door? I think this is also a good example of how development like affects the game in real time. For instance, we had finished the assets for the Imperial City interiors, like the big buildings, these ones, but we did not have the correct doors remade. So to avoid us having to wait for doors to start work, we just started working on the interiors with what we did have. But that means that now all the doors that we used were replaced, and someone has to like manually go over them all to make sure that they fit the doorway, and you know, they're facing the right way. Not a huge thing, but it is, you know, a step that takes a little bit more time. Ideally, you'd have everything ready.
Hello there.
So you can do it in one go. But it kind of, in a weird way, works out now because we have to do QA anyway. So it can just be included in the QA pass. Lost the door. There it is. Thank you for the follow. Where is the toilet? Oh shit, happy Mother's Day, by the way. Not sure if there's any moms watching. Gonna be visiting mine at the end of the day. You can't see what I'm doing now because I haven't added this specific window to the stream, but essentially part of the QA process is to also make sure that we use the correct image spaces, lighting templates, and all that. So I'm just going through that now, which all looks to be in order. We have a neat little tool in the creation kit, which is the shaders, which lets us see if we're over our light budget. Blue and green is fine, purple's on the edge, and red is bad. So we can see exactly the same wall that was flickering for us. It's not it doesn't always work 100%, but it's a pretty good indication of where the issues lie. So in this case, we need to see what we can do about reducing the amount of lights touching this specific wall. So we have a light source here. We have two here. Yeah, so that's definitely causing some of these issues. I think if I remove the dual light setup, we're already looking pretty good. Which is not ideal, but limitations are limitations. If we fight the ogres, do we fly sky high like in Skyrim? That's an interesting question. I've not actually checked myself how the current ogre behaviors handle combat. Maybe. think what I might do, I'm just gonna put a curtain in front of this window. That'll save me some headache. Do we get to summon Scamp or Clanfear like the original game? Yes. Do we have plans on using different animations for running, walking, combat, or are they keeping all the Skyrim animations? We're keeping Skyrim animations, but there's mods, so, you know, you can add custom animations to the game and change/improve it that way. This garden's kind of nice for the Imperial City. What do I usually put these on? I forget. I think I maybe just use these. Yeah, I think I did. And then I'll put a little cupboard in front of that, and we should be fine. Will dual sword fighting be available? Yes. Dual sword fighting is a a regular Skyrim mechanic, so you can use that. Off the top of my head, I'm gonna say that every mechanic from Skyrim works except for shouts, because we don't have shouts. I think we can, yeah, I can get away with that. Let me grab one from our clutter warehouse. Hey, Phantom. Assuming since this is still Skyrim, it's as fully moddable as that. I wouldn't say as fully moddable, because we do use some, I guess, custom modifications of our own. But for the most part, yes, you should be good. Although we'll kind of have to see how Skyblivion handles the release of the project, right? Hard to make any commitments before that time.
Time for a celebration!
Thank you, Nathas. Thank you, man, for the 2-month resub. Very kind. Alright, so let's hope that this has mitigated our lighting issues a little. Close. Oh wow. So there was an asset placed outside of bounds accidentally, and the only reason I actually see it is because of the light shader, because otherwise there's no way in hell you're seeing this. Not that it is a huge deal or anything, I mean, it's not gonna break the game or make it unplayable, but...
Hello there.
Awesome, thanks for the follow. If you looked more into doing a Steam release like Enroll, I have done my due diligence, let's say. Whether or not that actually happens depends on external factors. Motherfucker. It's those fucking bounce lights. But not having them is not nice. Alright, I'm gonna put a pin in that and come back to it later, otherwise I'm gonna stare myself to death.
Time for a celebration!
With no, thanks for the membership. That's kind, dude. Appreciate it. Any news on a release date? Currently, we're just putting our heads down, trying to work on all the remaining and outstanding tasks at hand And as soon as we know, we'll let you know as well. Thank you for the save reminder.
It's you. Hi.
Runa, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm checking all the the dust beams as well. Glitz, don't worry about it. Hey Strix, how's it going? I hate the Imperial City houses. The meshes. Emperor Protects.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow, as well as Artyom. Hello from Sweden. Hey. Creation Engine 2.0, I guess we'll see what that means. I guess we will. What was Starfield? Was that 1.0? I thought Starfield was 2.0. Because isn't 1.0 where you start off from?
Time for a celebration!
Good afternoon, everyone.
Grizz, thanks for the resub, dude. Why can I not move my verts? There we go. Tom, any chance you're still around? I know you want like a a triangle near the door, but that makes for like some very inefficient nav mesh sometimes. Is that worth it? Like, isn't this too unoptimized? I kinda can't, I feel like I can get around, because I have to have the triangle near the door like this. But it feels very inefficient. Batman. The Batman. Thanks for the follow. What mod are you working on for Skyrim? This is it's called Skyblivion. It's a remake of Oblivion in the Skyrim engine. Is this to do with pathing? So this is called nav mesh. Basically, oops, you're putting down a grid that NPCs use for pathing. I mean, we can obviously, with our eyes, see where we can and cannot walk. NPCs cannot do that, so they basically need this type of grid to help navigate through the room. They won't necessarily see that there's a barrel here, but they know that because there's no grid, there's something that makes them not able to go there, right? Yeah, the whole game is covered in this, yeah. There's a lot of it.
Greetings!
Slayman, thanks for the follow. Outcome triangles needed by the door. So the triangle underneath this gets I'm not sure how to call it, like special privilege. It's treated differently than all the other triangles we draw. So we try and put it underneath the marker. Because that's where you spawn in. Hey Titan. Is knife meshing the most boring aspect of development? And as another person said, you would think there would be an algorithm which auto-generates them. I'll answer your question in opposite order. There is an algorithm that generates them. It just doesn't work, which is a very weird thing to say in a stream for a Bethesda game. But you know, sometimes it doesn't work. And this is one of those cases, which is why we do it by hand. Some people will auto-generate it and then make improvements off of that, which is, you know, that's fine. It's a little bit, you know, personal preference, I suppose. But yeah, the nav mesh generated by the game or the engine is not great. There was a point in time where we actually tried to improve auto-generation. That was like a separate project underneath Skyblivion. and we were, you know, trying to find coders and people to help out with rewriting that. But unfortunately, that never went anywhere. So auto nav mesh is dead, and manual nav mesh is the way we're doing it still. As far as being boring, yes, but for instance, I have worked on these interiors for Skyblivion. There's not many aspects of the project I hated actively, but I hated working on the Imperial City interiors. They look great in game, but working on them sucked for me. I like doing a cave. I like doing a small home. I don't know what it is, but these are I find them hard to decorate because they're pretty big, and you have to think a lot about where you put down your assets. And when I was working on these interiors, I would read up on the person living here. So okay, are they a merchant? Are they a muscle for hire? You know, are they a bouncer? What is their profession? How can I make their home reflect their profession? That aspect can be fun, but when you're doing 100 of these, at some point you want to scream. And I definitely reached that part of wanting to just scream. Nav meshing, on the other hand, very chill, very relaxing. I would say it's easy to learn, not incredibly hard to master. I'm in no way a master. There's people that are way better at this than I am. But I'm okay. And on that note, actually, that's also kind of why I'm streaming this today. We are looking for people to help with navmesh. So if you feel so inclined and you think you can put triangles down on a grid, we have grids, we have triangles. We'd love to have a few more hands to help out with laying ours. I'll leave the fun to other people. Boo. Listen, this is your opportunity to shine. Skyblivion needs nav meshers. What are you waiting for? If I can do it, you can do it. Nice to see my most awaited mod project give some insight into what's going on. Yeah, our pleasure. Do you know how more modern games handle navmesh? Yeah. I think in this case it's best not to know, because it'll just make you frustrated. I made a mistake, and I did that last time as well. It's much easier to work from top to bottom than it is from bottom to top, because you can accidentally click on your vertices from the top, looking down. Totally forgot about that. Have you played the remaster of Oblivion? So that is a fun story. Bethesda gave us like 100 keys to the remaster, or maybe more. I gave those keys to developers who helped out on the project, either in the past or, you know, at the current day. And after giving out all the keys, I realized that I didn't give myself one. And to this day, I don't have a key yet for the remaster. And I also don't really want to buy it, because I'm at an age now where money goes out faster than it comes in. And since I'm working on a remake of it, don't particularly feel like playing the remaster. I've been living and breathing Oblivion for over a decade, so I'm good. Dell? No, see, that's the thing. Nobody stole my keys. I thought I'd given myself a key as well. But the thing is, I got them in batches. So initially Bethesda gave me like 30 keys. And then in the developer server for Skyblivion, I was like, yo, anyone want a key? Bethesda were kind enough to give me like a fuck ton of them. And like within an hour, those 30 were gone. So then I got in touch with Bethesda again. I was like, hey, because the thing is, Skyblivion, it's a huge project, but there's not that many people actively working on it right now. So a lot of people that got game keys have worked in the past, and that's 100% a good reason for me to give them a key. I just wasn't expecting so many people to kind of show up who I haven't seen for sometimes years. But then with the first batch, like it went by pretty quickly. Then I asked Bethesda for more, and the next day I got more keys. By then there was, I think, an article on Rock Paper Shotgun or PC Gamer, like one of the bigger gaming outlets had made an article like saying something along the lines of like Bethesda giving the whole Skyblivion team like game keys. So a lot of old developers read that and then DM'd me on Discord like, yo, I see you got like a bunch of keys for remaster. I'd love to play it as well. Do you have more? So then there became this thing of every time I got like 10 or 15 more keys from Bethesda, I was like, yo, I'm sorry about this, but can I get like 20 more? 30 more? I need more. And because of that, every time I was like, you know what, I'll keep distributing the keys, and then once it slowed down, I'll give myself one. And by the time that happened, I'd forgotten about giving myself the key, and I just forgot about it until a couple of months ago when I was like, you know what, I will play the remaster now. I have a bit of free time and I want to chill on the couch. And then I couldn't find it in my Steam library. So, very long, boring story about how I don't have a remaster Oblivion key. Maybe for the best. Were any assets made in Blender? Yeah, we have plenty of people that work in Blender. Do the Skyblivion people collaborate with Skyrim in any way? Yeah. I mean, we have in the past, and we just have open lines of communication. They did just release a new video on YouTube, which is worth a watch. Breaks down their current progress and status. So give that a look-see. Yeah, I think there's definitely a majority of people that use Blender. Maya is around though. They're there. I think the people that use Maya tend to be a bit more old school, I guess.
Hello there.
Pyramid, thanks for the follow, welcome. Ooh. Your name is Pyramid. I'm looking at a embroidered pyramid. We're making triangles, which is essentially a flat pyramid. That can't be a coincidence. This is the official Navmesh carpet. The embodiment of the triangle. The fuck? I only just noticed that. That's lucky. What happened there?
Time for a celebration!
Skipnox, thank you very much for the brand new sub. That's very kind. That'll help pay for our build management software as well as the website. So, very much appreciated.
Oh, lovely!
Flashback, thank you for the Prime as well. Hey, Simo.
It's you. Hi.
Mayaki, thank you for the follow as well. Triangles are areas NPCs can walk in, I think. Yeah, that's correct. So essentially what we're doing is we're putting down
You
a
think
grid
that's funny?
in the shape of...
Hope you're having a good day.
oh, that voice. I don't know why the voice of the notifications changed. I went from a very dry sounding old man to a very... I'm not sure how to describe
Hello
that
there.
voice. Yeah, thank you, Nina. Having a fine day. A fine Mother's Day.
Greetings!
Flower and Bell, thank you for the follows as well. Nice, that rhymed.
Greetings!
Conch, thanks for the follow. What sells this? This is Adrian Decanius' house.
Time for a celebration!
Rebel Z's cheese.
Rebel Z's cheese, indeed. Thank you for the resub, dude. 21 months. It's very kind of you. doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too hard. We actually could use more help with this specific work. So we'd be happy to bring anyone on board that sees this and thinks I can do it. There's no compensation. At best, there's the feeling of achieving something bigger than yourself, if you're into that type of thing. Are you the man who talks me to sleep? Maybe.
It's you. Hi.
Senexu, thanks for the follow. Are you the head designer? I guess maybe. I'm the project lead for Skyblivion. I started working on this some odd 13 years ago. When I was young and full of energy. Now, as I'm slightly older and have less energy, I'm still chipping away at it. But we're pretty close to wrapping this up, which is good. Currently, we are doing something that is called nav meshing, which is laying down a grid that the NPCs use to navigate, essentially. Which is, in and of itself, a more... I guess one of the more late stage development things that we have to do. When an area is made, designed, and checked over, the last step is putting down this grid so that you know, people in the game, animals, anything that that moves around the game can move around. That's what this is for. And obviously, now that a lot of the work on you know, the world map and houses and stuff is completed, there is a shit ton of this to do. Thank you for the save reminder. You need to show off experience to do navmesh work? Yes. Yeah, so we're not just gonna... If you say, hey, I want to do navmesh, it's not, you know, welcome aboard. Here's the build. Here's access to the game. Here's the rest of the team. Good luck. We have a test application that you can do if you don't have experience yet, or you don't have a mod that shows off your skills with nav meshing. But obviously, if you have modded for instance, Skyrim before, you know how to nav mesh. You can also just leave a link to your Nexus mods profile, and that'll be enough for us to see like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing, and we can bring him on board. That looks passable to me. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Let me check how broken the vertical stream still is.
Hello there.
Still very broken.
It's you. Hi.
Stids and Kyle, thank you for the follows. Don't have the space for it to open inwards, so it'll have to open outwards instead.
It's you. Hi.
Thank you for the follow. Off to see my mother. May the night be with you. And with you. And happy Mother's Day. I hope you you spend some quality time with her. Okay. That is nav meshed. Next is Agamir's house. I'm gonna come back and fix the light issues after the stream, because I want to run it by someone who has a bit more experience. Thanks for the follow.
Hello there.
Times 2. This is a new song made for the project. This one is, yeah. We have quite a bit in terms of new music for the project. Let's see how we're doing with light issues. Ah, sweet. And by sweet, I mean sweet
Hello
mother
there.
of Jesus. Not again. Mr. Yemoeder op een stok. Thank you for the sub. And that on Mother's Day. How fitting. Alright, let's go in game and do a walkabout again. I think that's the easiest. Sounds like Mother's Day. There should be a Mother's Day. I concur. Keep forgetting I have a pre-made save so I don't have to hear the same notifications 100 times. Also ignore these black blobs. It's an issue with the normal map, I think. They're not going to be there. This person loves a good pumpkin. An onion. That's clippity clipping. I bet you wish you could clone yourself 100 times. No, I wish I could clone other people 100 times. I genuinely am not even close, one of the most skilled people on the project. My skill set for Skyblivion is more being able to handle a large group of people from different backgrounds. And then just helping out where I can. Although landscaping wise, I would say that's a strength of mine. I learned something when nav meshing time rolls by. Watching it be done is like watching grass grow. Hell yeah. That's not leaning against nothing. Alright, there's some minor issues. Other than that, this is good. This is good. Gouda cheese? Yes, please.
Thank you.
Looking sharp, Kyle. You could puncture the hull of an Empire-class Cyrodiilic ship, leaving thousands to drown at sea. Because you're so sharp.
That's it's very kind of you to say. Thank you. All right. I've seen enough. Sorry for the yawning, can't help it. I'm getting sleepy. That was the strangest, yet most endearing compliment. I agree. I appreciate it.
Hello there.
Voids, thank you for the follow. I'm just checking at the moment if the interior cell is using the correct region and lighting template and image space. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good.
Hello there.
Hello there. Gustav. How's it hanging? Excited to see the work on Skyblivion is still going strong. Yeah, man. Unironically, it's my life's work at this point, so gotta make sure it releases. I'm 31. I've worked at least like 13 years on this. Very strange that I somehow ended up spending more than a third of my life trying to make something like this happen. But we're now close, you know? Can almost taste it. Sweet relief. How old were you when I started? Well, you could do the math. It's not good, man. I had no idea what I was getting into. To be fair, the the project changed a lot over the years. Initially, this was just supposed to be a port similar to the Oblivion remaster was. Then, as I got more people interested in the project, you know, I shifted more to like remaking certain elements of the game, and that just kind of escalated to the point where at one point in development I was trying to rein people in a little bit from like ambitious ideas, which once you start, you know, doing the whole remake thing was very difficult to do, and not everyone would always appreciate that. But I think we've struck a pretty good balance and reached a point where this is something everyone can be proud of. What were some of the overambitious requests? It's just, you know, parts of the world map that people want to remake, or like there's a fort with a specific name that they have a really grand idea for, or adding, you know, a lot more additional clothing sets or new creatures. It can be anything. Some things are fine because they don't impact development. Like, some people can only work on one thing at a time. Like, if the musicians, for instance, said, you know what, I want to make more music for Skyblivion. Go ahead, doesn't impact me. But when there's something like a 3D artist who wants to do all these additional clothing sets, when we still have base game clothing items that are not done yet, that's a problem. Because then it impacts the project all of a sudden. So it's always trying to find a fine line between what we need and what people want, because obviously it's a volunteer project, so I can't outright, you know, tell people what they have to do, because there's such a thing as free will and motivation, and if you get treated like slave, for lack of a better word, then that's not the best environment for you to spend your free time, you know. So yeah, it's always a fine line and a struggle to create a balance between what the project needs and what the individual is interested in. Hey Tom. Have you considered getting back into the Elder Scrolls 3 lore of Oblivion? I know you reimagined such, for example. We've done that on occasion, but again, it's about striking a balance, because at the end of the day, we're trying to remake Oblivion, and you can go as hard with that concept as you want. But on one hand, it's a modding project, right? So we don't have a budget per se. Like, we don't have, for instance, $5 million to spend on development. But we do have a time budget. You know, everyone only has so many hours in the day to voluntarily contribute to a project. And on top of that, there is also the fact that Skyrim was released in 2011. It's 15 years old. How many people are going to care about all this work you put into something 15 years later? We are weirdly lucky and unlucky that there's no Elder Scrolls 6 or even 7, because it's been 15 years. Realistically, we should have gotten two more Elder Scrolls game, more or less, out of that time period. So, while it's well and good that people want to do all these ambitious things, there's also just the reality that collectively we've already put so much time and effort into this thing, and it's becoming selfish to try and hold back releasing that for overly ambitious goals, let's say, because people have put in their own time and effort into the project over the years. And even though some of those people are not here anymore now because, you know, they have families, they moved countries, they got a good job, whatever the reason may be, or they just weren't interested anymore, they did leave their mark on the project, and that should be, you know, playable, as was the intention when they, you know, contributed to it. And that as a whole is also kind of like a process that, you know, if someone joins the project today, you know, they're maybe a little bit wide-eyed, they're very ambitious, and they have all these ideas, which is, you know, great, but we have to park that, finish what we started, and then post-release we can look at ambitious overhauls. Or like someone else was asking about variations of armor sets, colors. Fantastic idea. The assets are already there, definitely doable. But to take time out of, for instance, the implementation team, which has their hands full with other work, that's just a terrible, terrible use of time. So in that we have to find a good balance and just kind of focus on finishing what we started.
Oh, lovely!
Veziet, thank you very much for the Prime. Hell yeah, 50 months. Can we get some love in the chat? That'll go directly to paying for Git to distribute the build internally and the website, so much appreciated, my dude. Can't wait to see you redo Skyrim in the Creation Engine 3. Listen, I think it's a miracle that I'm here now. Let's not push it.
Look at you! No concept of what you've stumbled into. No sense of place. You don't even really know where you are, do you?
That's a 6-month anniversary. Nate, thank you very much, my man. 6 months, that's half a year. Appreciate you sticking around for that long. It's Creation Engine 3, Elder Scrolls 6. Yes. I think in an interview they mentioned Creation Engine. It's either 3 or 2. I'm confused. I thought Starfield was 1.0. And then Elder Scrolls 6 is 2.0, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Wonderful! Celebration! Cheese for everyone!
God damn. It's been a while since someone gifted anywhere near that many subs. That's insane, dude. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Sarcasmus Rex, Bloodbane, Nashmom, Joza, Alden Tempo, Koshiro, Titan, Rasharenke, Uktkoi, Lapala, Xeniu, Faultier Fan, Saya, Archikibat, Mem, Urundel, Schatsk, Durko, Fura, Goopy, Senatori, Suki, Gaming Audiobook, Nova, and Grotty Dotty. All of you got gifted a sub from Nate, so definitely drop some cheese and some hearts in the chat. That's very kind of you. And that'll sort out the git for like the next month. Hell yeah. Oh, and they subbed in advance. I didn't see that. I just saw it as a 6-month anniversary. As well as Voids dropping a prime, which is also kind. Thank you guys. Unironically, that sorts out at least the git for a month, I think.
Greetings!
Yeah. Because the git costs about $35 a month if we don't go over the data limit. So that's sick, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Kiwi on top of that as well. I love Sheogorath. I love the character, I love the voice acting. There's a good reason why the majority of the sound effects are are Sheogorath based. Check this one.
Greetings!
Up close and scary. Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure why. Oh, wait, that's combined views, I think. Sheogorath was Oaken Cascope. True. Looking forward to seeing in Elder Scrolls 6. Same. Wes Johnson, he's a lovely man. I've met him, I think, on 4 separate occasions. He's been wonderful every single time. Sheogorath is the voice actor for or Sheogorath. Wes Johnson is the voice actor for Sheogorath. I did not tell him he voices the majority of
celebration. Cheese for
of those.
everyone.
Veziet, thank you as well for jumping in with a gift bomb of 10. And the voice actor 50% of all the Oblivion NPCs, also true. Lurky McLurkinson, Daedric Prince, Femboy, Codenuff, Spooky Piano, Yoop, Lighting Asper,
Hello
Tapik,
there.
Netherways, and Suso, you all have a gift sub from Vez yet, so be sure to give him a little thanks. And Grizzly, thank you for the follow. Right, Navmesh. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but we are looking for more people to join the Navmesh team. So, should you be interested, if you're looking at this and think, hey, I can do that, we would love to have you. Hashbond, thank you for the prime. Enjoy the emotes. What I'm doing now is it's called nav meshing, for those that maybe just tuned in. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to put down a grid. I'm going to keep this one here for now because I want to show you the size difference between old Oblivion and Skyblivion, because this one is based off of the old interior. But we're going to put down a grid of triangles that an NPC, a non-playable character, so a shopkeeper, a bandit, a dog, a deer, a troll, anything that can move around the world will use this to navigate, to be able to see where it can and cannot walk. Can't you just script the nav meshing, like put nav mesh everywhere? There's no object collisions? No. Unfortunately, the way that nav meshing works in Skyrim is that you have to be very precise to nav mesh around all the objects that you're not able to walk through. Otherwise, you're gonna just have NPCs, well, obviously running into them. It's very old school, and we just have to deal with that.
Hello there.
Hashbond, thank you for the follow. Oh, my fucking god, let me place the fucking triangle, please. I have a neighbor, he's an 80-year-old guy who will play the most heinous music on full blast. Whenever it's nice weather, he's not sitting outside himself. What he does is he just opens up all the windows and his door. He sits inside and then just cranks up the music. And I'm convinced that he thinks he's doing the neighborhood a service. I'm convinced that he thinks everyone's like, oh man, love that guy. Love his music. So glad that when it's nice weather and we can sit outside, he's blasting that. I just have my windows open, I can hear it.
It's
Oh, lovely.
Dementia, maybe? I don't think it's dementia, I think it's delusion. DJ, dude, thanks for the follow and the prime. No, listen, dementia runs in the family. I know dementia. This is not dementia. Blast some young scrolls right back at him. Yeah, I should make it like a battle. I think you're right. I think you're onto something. Get a slopey as steep as you want. If it's nav mesh, then NPC will try, I think, to navigate on or through it. But someone else can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the triangles are pathing. Need to check something real quick.
Greetings!
Hello there.
Gyro and Lukes, thank you for the follows. Yeah, I thought I forgot to do this one.
Hello there.
Free, thank you for the follow.
It's you. Hi.
Hero, welcome. Hello there. We don't have UI Oblivion style UI. At the moment, we have a more simplified Skyrim UI style, and we're more than happy to explore, you know, a different look and feel for that, or have modders help out with making a different variation on it. But that's, you know, something nice to have in the future. For now, we're focusing on trying to get a good, strong, cohesive looking user interface. Screw, welcome on. Or in.
Greetings!
Faplex, welcome.
It's you. Hi. Hello there.
Lucy and Misozov, welcome. Man, we're getting a lot of people following the channel today. That's kind of weird. I never get this many followers on a day. Saw the stream on the main page. Oh, that's cool. Getting promoted. That's sick. Yeah, that explains. Because, wait, if I look... Can I see the current stats of the stream, or is it only...
Hello there.
Yeah, so far, 46 followers. That's crazy. Last stream, we had 10. Quantum, welcome. Skyrim video was crazy. Yeah, it's great. Wallop, thank you as well. I'm gonna do a bit of a self-promotion, if you don't mind. Or self-promotion. Oh. This API is discontinued. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna do that. Oh, it did share the links. Anyway, so if you're on Twitch, I can't share it on YouTube at the moment, but you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. I also have a Blue Sky if you want to stay up to date with the stream.
Hey, Kyle.
Yo, Wes, dude, thank you for the Prime. And there's also a Discord server link. It's my own personal Discord. It's not a Skyblivion Discord. And it basically it lets you know when I stream. I try to stream every weekend. So you will get a notification. There's a bot on the server. So if you don't want to miss any of them, or you have maybe a question, you can ask it there as well. Appreciate that, Lucy. Up close. Hey, thank you for the Prime and the follow today. It's interesting though, I do get emails from Twitch every once in a while to apply for a front page promotion, but I've never done that, so curious that I'm still getting some front page love. We can't do follow age anymore? No, that broke. Oh, is that the one that broke? It wasn't mine. It was just bad timing. Thanks for the save reminder. I like the first pinned post on your Instagram. Which one is that? Oh, is that the Adoring Fan? Yeah. Oh no. So I have two posts on my Instagram. One is this one, but the other one is this. Which is, you know, it's true. Thing is that I pinned that when I wasn't, you know, all wrinkly faced. It holds up today though. It helps that most Oblivion fans are just as old, if not older than I am.
It's you. Hi.
Thanks for the safe reminder. And thanks for the follow, Rybar. Yeah, I'm an old slut for Oblivion, true.
Hello there.
Diluted, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in.
Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
I will. Cheers. That scared me. A lot of my notifications are very scary. Especially the ones asking to hydrate myself. Spooky stuff.
Hello there.
Shadow Fighter, thanks for the follow. Alright, so this room is finished. Yes. That's also why I left the old nav machine, because I wanted to show you the
Rebel's heart, Rebel's heart,
difference
Chubby
between the two.
Rebel's heart.
Hey Tom, thank you for the 34 and for the Prime. Much appreciated. So you can see the old Oblivion interior. Kind of coincidentally, we have the nav mesh for that.
It's you.
Tiny in comparison. Absolutely tiny. Like the Oblivion nav mesh, like our staircase is as big as the Oblivion house was. Which is also what makes, you know, sometimes decorating all this stuff so difficult, because, you know, you have a lot of space to work with, so
Hello there.
a lot of potential ideas. Thank you for the follow. I'll go in game in a bit, and then I might as well show you a little bit of the actual game, since there's so many people tuning in today. That might be fun. Pretty decent. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can show you. Is there anything anyone wants to see, maybe? In the meantime, I'll fix this door. A location that you're particularly fan of in Oblivion and you want to see what it looks like in Skyblivion. Skyblivion. Does the player house in Breville have the working closet door? Well, it's completely remade, so I'm not sure if it has a closet at all. A lot of our player houses have customizable furniture and dummies, so it probably depends a bit on how you decorate them. How does it look? I can show you. I can show you the world. What time is it? Oh my god, it's almost 3:30. You're not supposed to see this, so... The fuck?
Greetings!
Does anyone else have this who streams? Sometimes you scroll in your chat window and it doesn't update anymore if you're trying to scroll in game. Very annoying. Bruma, you said you did get a sneak peek of the Imperial City. I couldn't help it. It was not my fault. It was a mistake.
Greetings!
Delirium. Welcome, welcome. Bruma Castle.
I don't have time for it.
Oh my god, walking around the snow in bare feet. That man is definitely a Nord.
Hello there.
I was one of the people that worked on the city. I didn't finish it, I did my pass on it. The last person to touch it was Heavy Burns, so he deserves a majority of the credit. Nord beggars are built different. Oh, that they are. For sure. I do love the way it looks. Bruma is
So, what do you have to report?
lovely.
Didn't you hear the explosion? Some damn drunk of a wizard started hurling fireballs at passers-by. Took 4 guards to haul him in. You're a good man. We could use more like you, that's for damn sure. You ask me, you'll be getting that promotion in no time. We'd best get back to work now, Captain catches us gabbing, it'll be our heads.
I don't think people realize how impressive it is that we have these dynamic conversations that happen between NPCs. This is only something that's been in the game, like in Skyblivion, for the last 6 months. And it's because someone joined the project that was able to figure that out.
Safe travels. Be seeing you.
Because we'd kind of given up on that. You can have it. One of the things that I did do in the city, which I'm sure is still here, although it's a bit hard to do. Oh, fuck.
Hello
Actually, not
there.
sure if it's still here, but it might be.
Hello
It is
there.
here, but it's fucked. Wait. Oh crap! We didn't have 3D snow then, right? I need to put that on top of the roof before I forget. I put a little stash here for, I don't know, like a thief character or whatever. At the time when I did that, we did not have 3D snow. We had just the wood texture that you can see here underneath. But now we have like the nice 3D snow on the building, so that doesn't work anymore. It's even more hidden. Thank you for the follows. Can't get in. There you go.
Leave me alone.
Are the DLCs in this too? No.
It just works.
The base game took 13 years. I initially thought we would have the base game and all the DLCs, but that was wishful thinking. Do NPCs travel between cities? I mean, generally no. People are in one spot, but there are NPCs that travel around. Yeah.
Hello there.
I did work on the exterior for this. I made this lumber. What do they call it? Lumber field, I guess. This is also going to be where the final battle takes place. So when the big gate comes in, all the trees will be on fire or fallen over, and there's the huge siege engine that will crawl through the main gate. NZ, welcome on. What's happening there? Looks like they're asserting dominance. Ooh, that's too high. Do NPCs have their Radiant AI routines from Oblivion? They do now, yeah. All the different goblin clans have unique body paint. These are, I think, these are by far the most extreme as far as color themes go. Christ. Nothing. Love how the different areas have a distinct look and feel between them. Oh, 100%. Yeah, the map, you can very clearly see the different biomes. Obviously, this is like a more Skyrim inspired snow biome. We have a huge pine forest here that I made, which I'm a huge fan of. I really love the way it looks. We have this like aspen, Indian summer type forest here. We have the Colovian Highlands, which is like an arid, dry mountain region. We have the Great Forest, which is the redwoods. We have Skingred's West Weald, which is more like broadleaf trees and a lot of flowering fields. The Gold Coast, which is like a Mediterranean coastal area. If we go further this way, I'm not sure how to describe this one, but it's kind of like generic forest. Around the Imperial City we have what's called the Heartlands, which is like rolling hills, which kind of extends into this area around Shadenhall that I also worked on. I did this area last year. This one as well. This one too. This one and this one. These are more inspired. You know what? I can show you this. This area is a little bit more inspired by like traditional villages in the United Kingdom. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is there a random naked goblin in front of the door? I think these knights were doing something illegal. Even though a goblin is a humanoid, I think it's still technically bestiality. Yeah, I did this area, which is very heavily inspired by just English countryside and Hobbiton. I mean, I hope you can see that. What a crazy sentence to come in on. Just calling it as I see it. Yeah, this is definitely one of the areas I'm most proud of. I'm really happy. I always envisioned, it's a bit silly, but I always envisioned like a huge ass windmill right there. And a big part of the project, I would, you know, obviously delegate work to other people, and I always gave them like a design document for like, if you're working on the city, make sure to put a windmill like on the hill overlooking it. And they ended up putting it there myself a couple years later. Because just look at how cool the view is. Like when you're walking in, at some point you see like the roofs of the towers sticking out. And you see the windmill from far away. I just think it's sick. It looks fantastic, if I do say so myself. But yeah, completely different biome. Like this whole area. Let me give myself Sonic the Hedgehog speed. Let's set up speed mode. Oops. The whole area is pretty wide open. There's very few trees, so what I really like about the region is that wherever you stand, you can always see something in the distance. So from here, like we see a big tower. We see a little shrine here. We see the roofs of what looks like a small settlement through the trees, I guess depending on where you stand, but you should be able to see a little house that's over there somewhere. There's a little ruin, or like a Nordic, whatever you call that. There's an alien ruin behind it. There's always something. There's a cave over there. There's always something that draws your eye and hopefully invites you to, you know, give it a look. There's an excavation. Oh my god, why is that resized? That's supposed to be a really small bear. I need to fix that. That's not my fault. That used to be a really small bear. I don't know why it's full size now, but there's some hunters here, but there's also like a proper excavation happening of this alien rune, which is tied into a quest line. If you can see closely, there's like some kind of like magic coming from the water. Oh wow, it's a magic well. All these things to hopefully make exploration a lot more rewarding than, you know, in vanilla Oblivion, for instance. There's a little abandoned shack here. This area is more the Heartlands that I mentioned earlier. So the Heartlands is also quite like open rolling hills, but there's different types of trees, different types of foliage. But it's more or less an extension of the area that's over there. But any other region around it is completely distinct. So for instance, here we have the pine forest that I mentioned that I worked on. It's a very distinct region that is not at all like what's, you know, a little bit lower below it around the Imperial City. And then above that there's the Fall Forest, which was made by the Ludists some years ago. There's some bandits killing a horse, as you do. Save the horse in a different playthrough, don't worry about it. And, yeah, all of a sudden you're in like a completely different region again. I worked on a lot of pine forests, to be fair. The Clogan Highlands, that's majority pine. And this area that I quite enjoyed working on is also a variation of a pine wood, but distinct enough, I hope. You see the area we were walking through earlier. I think as far as doing exterior work on Skyblivion goes, this was my favorite region to do. Is it going to have controller support? Yes, because Oblivion also has controller support. Skyrim, I mean. And it's essentially a mod for Skyrim, so the existing controller support is supported. Pretty cool fortress here. There it is. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Very cool fort taken over by nature. That's dangerous. We're in a forest, madam. Little landslides busting through the walls. environmental storytelling. You know?
Hello there.
It's good stuff. This area was also nice to work on.
It's you. Hi.
Your landscaping is good. Thank you. I hope I can do more of it. Any region someone would really like to see, because I do have to go. It's Mother's Day and I am going to visit my mother in an hour. Uh-oh. Art on loading screens is wild. Yeah, that's very, it's very well done. It's made by an artist called Furion. You can also find him on Instagram. He's doing a lot of artwork for Skywind too. We had dibs though. We found him before Skywind got them on. So take that. But he generally made a lot of cool shit. His work for Skywind is fantastic. He's done so many incredible artworks on like Dunmer, like cultural murals and stuff. It's I've met a lot of talented people, but his skills with you know art, like 2D art, is it's quite exceptional. Have you heard of Pelinal Whitestrake? Of course. Have you considered adding rolling carriages and generally more people riding horses and boats on the water? It would improve immersion. If we had something like that in Skyrim that we could use, yes, but we don't, unfortunately. There's guards riding around and merchants, and there's people that traverse around. And we're currently working on implementing more like dynamic encounters that happen, you know, all over the world on the roads and stuff, to make the world feel a bit more alive. That will do it for me, though. I'm gonna do one last region, which is the Gold Coast. Coast is also an area that I very much enjoyed working on. I love Mediterranean vibes, so the Gold Coast is a non-brainer. Also made a really cool quarry, just because in my head this is where all the stone was gathered for such. To Malakath. There's an estate that is loosely inspired by the estate from Gladiator, Maximus. very loosely though. Beautiful beaches.
Hello there.
Greetings!
Pirates of the Caribbean reference. We'll follow. And of course, the city of Anvil. The jewel of the Gold Coast.
Yes.
How are the oceans looking? Wet.
What is it?
Wet and salty.
Go away.
There you go. Inside an ocean. Inside another one. And another one. Oh, I remember landscaping the underwater thinking no one's ever gonna see it because it's so blurry. It's true. You're not gonna see it. It's so blurry. I think the seagulls are missing a texture. In any case, I think this is a good place for me to say goodbye. I'm out of time, and it's disrespectful. I'm just gonna kill you because you have a fuck ton of health. Okay, let's try it again. Ending it here. Have a lovely Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. Give your moms a big hug. And yeah, feel free to follow me on social media or join the Discord server if you like. It'll keep you up to date with the streams if and when they happen.
Hi.
Other than that, that's it, I think. So, thank you for the love. Insane amount of new followers today. Very much appreciated. Oh my god, my Twitch chat is lagging behind.
Hello there. Hello there.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for the support. Be sure to look at the other people in the stream team if you are on Twitch. There's more people that sometimes stream Skyblivion. Other than that, as always, just be kind to one another and see you in the next one, most likely next weekend.